Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Face Off, a West Australian floorball podcast. I'm your host, Alex Crouch.
And I'm Ben Kostrich. Now, if you're probably watching this on Spotify or YouTube potentially, you'd see the theme, the backline that we've got today. So we thought it was appropriate to drop some blue and a red background.
That's right. So the dichotomy of man is going on here. Yeah, good and evil.
Well, we've been away. We've been quite politely a bit slack this year. So apologies to everyone. I know we had a lot of comments saying get back on the airways and we can take ownership. We probably fell away a smidge.
No, so leave wanting more, you know. That's right.
But we're recording on the eve of the grand final, and this will be going up within probably an hour of us recording as opposed to what we usually do. But big season, 4 games tomorrow. The women's, of course, is already done and dusted. That got moved because as we see, the Aussie women's have been in Singapore playing.
As we might touch on a bit later, we'll have to wait and see. But that was 3 weeks ago, I want to say.
2, I think.
Oh, jeez. Time flies.
It does.
Yeah. So that was Lambs versus Sharks at Loftus Centre a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, for me, Lambs getting the win in that result. But it was a phenomenal game. I know,
went to overtime.
I know you were there in your blue shirt, as I saw. A huge crowd. Yeah, went to overtime, golden goal win. I think it was 3-2. Yes.
Yeah.
A bit of a dagger in the heart. But congratulations to the Lambs nonetheless.
Back to back for them. So they'll be looking for that elusive three-peat probably next year, I reckon.
Well, it would have to be next year.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. We'll see if they send out some more recruitment pitches to Switzerland or Sweden.
Well, you never know. There might be an off-season tournament somewhere in Europe as well. They could go win that.
They probably are. They probably are off for that.
Three-peat.
I think they are going back to Sweden at some point. But nonetheless, tomorrow, first game, cab off the ranks, 10 a.m. at the Rise. We've got Raptors women versus Sharks, and this has been almost the two titans clashing in the women's too for the last 3 years, realistically.
Yeah, I know. Speaking of three-peat, this is
the Sharks.
Yes, that chance, just that for the Sharks women's twos. It would also be the same grand final opponent 3 years in a row as well. Huge game. It's I know I'll be there. I know you'll be there, Ben.
Very much so.
With bells on, you'll be there for setting up from about 7:30 or something.
I think we've been told to get there for 8, but I know that
early bird.
Plenty of other people that can help out along the way. But I'm sure I'll be there for the whole day.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? It's going to be a wicked one. But
That's damn
what are you
right.
thinking? Do you think that your girls can get up on Raptors? I mean,
I have complete faith. I think. Obviously, I'm no longer at the wheel. Was coaching last year. Will be there just as a supporter. James Powell will be leading them out as he has done all season to a first place finish. Unfortunately, Blaze Hodges, their other coach, won't be there. I reckon I'll go with a 5-2 win.
5-2?
I'm going to say 5-2. I think the Sharks women's twos, they've got a bunch of those players, like we've said, they're used to winning now. They've gotten very, very accustomed to playing that very good level of floorball, been training very intensely all season, and back them to do it again, I think. 5-2. And I'm going to say this, 5-0 ahead, and then just a little sloppy 2 goals conceded at the end.
I'll go against the grain. I think Raptors will find something tomorrow. I reckon it'll be a 5-4 Raptors win.
5-4, maybe golden goal.
Maybe.
There have been a lot of those recently.
Yes, finals has definitely brought that on. But I feel it's, Raptors, they've had 2 years of sort of trying to break through, and it's similar in a few of the other divisions. But I back them in tomorrow, I reckon.
No, I think the thing with Raptors, it's Netflix FC. It's always next season.
Go on.
It's always next season. A bit of a cliffhanger will lead on. I don't know if you've been watching Severance recently.
No, I've heard good things, though.
Be a bit like that. It gets to the very, very end. You're expecting the result, but I think it's got to be next season for Raptors. I think it's the three-peat for Sharks. Get those fins up.
What colour are they going to be wearing?
What, tomorrow?
Yeah, the Sharks girls.
Blue. It's got to be blue.
Not the white. I thought that was the fan favourite.
Not the white. No, it's the favourite of certain players and managers. But no, will be the blue.
Yep.
And will actually be the last time that a Sharks team wears that blue kit.
Really? Very
last game before we look at a little redesign in the off-season.
Yeah, of course. Bring in some new sponsors potentially.
Yes,
so if anyone's looking, feel free to reach out to Alex Crouch, the president.
At sharksfloorballclub@gmail.com. Please reach out. But yeah, looking at a few new kit designs maybe. If you have any ideas as well.
Put them in the comments, perhaps.
Yes, send them through. Please do. Or to ben.kosterich at gmail.com.
Whoa. What?
That's right.
With a C, correct?
I think, that's right. Yeah.
Anyway, and then the second game, they've changed up the order a little bit, purely from the sense that they're going to have clubs back-to-back, which good and bad. I'd rather see the women's twos, men's threes, men's twos, men's ones, but they've flipped it. So the game starting at 12 will be the men's twos final, which is Raptors white, and arguably a how would you say it? The old fellas of the leagues that are still playing.
I wouldn't have said. I was going to say the promotion push.
The promotion push.
The promotion
That's
push.
A glass half full approach.
I think it. I think if they are looking at a big win tomorrow, which we'll get to my prediction in a bit, but that might be the way it goes.
Yeah.
I think they got to be thinking about Div 1 next season. I really do.
And they're playing Roosters, of course, in the men's
Of course.
2 final. So, yeah, the blue versus the orange.
Or versus the white, rather.
Yeah, well, I don't know if they're wearing that. Oh, they might wear their white,
I
white kit.
think they'll be in that white kit. That's another fan favourite.
Yeah.
That one, yeah.
But I do think as well, and you probably echo this, the Raptors white, I feel, probably got that game. As much as it breaks my heart to say it, I think they, as you said, they've got a lot of good players probably on the cusp of the Div 1 promotion. And if that is to be the case, they should probably put on a bit of a clinic tomorrow. Hoping the best for the Roosters, but I think it's going to be a very, very tough game.
Yeah, well, I think everyone more or less that might have been keeping track of Div 2 this season. I think you'd probably expect Falcons to be in there against Raptors white, just on the sort of balance of play over the course of a lot of games. But
they fell away,
as we might know. Yeah, and they ended up, a few of those players that were sort of playing between Division 1 and Division 2 ended up playing finals in Div 1, and then unfortunately an early exit for that, and then it kind of leaves the Div 2 guys a little bit high and dry. So no Charlie Wackett, no Matt Wright, huge players for them that aren't there. So unfortunately, not even making the grand final.
Yeah,
I think
a bit disappointing given that they were I think number 2 on the ladder for the whole season, or even number 1.
They were number 1 I think number 1 at Christmas.
So they went bang bang out in straight sets.
Yeah, but I think this is also almost 3 seasons in a row where that Falcons team were probably going into the season as one of the very favourites and not getting over the line.
Done.
Here I was calling Raptors Netflix FC. I don't know what
Falcons
ties
have changed between divisions, don't they?
I don't know what Falcons are there. My God. So, yeah, Roosters versus Raptors white. I think Roosters they'll a bit of element of maybe luck getting to that position, potentially like the finals. I know they weren't guaranteed top 4 until probably the last week or two, losing big players from last season. And they also did end up with the silver medals
last year
as well, yeah. So I think I'm going to say Raptors white, and I'm going to say 9-1. 9-1. I think Sam Clares he's going to do it. I think he's going to bring.
He is renowned for his defending, not his goal scoring, though.
No, but he'll do it all tomorrow. I
think
reckon? Ado Basta up top. He'll score like 6 or something. I reckon. You got the cram. Paddy D.
I don't think Paddy D's playing.
My God.
I think memos were swirling that he had a broken toe or something.
But then he might just be there off to the side.
Maybe.
You can look at him for inspiration and, have to look far and wide to find a better looking man. So,
I think there's a calendar coming out at some point, surely, again, for the fireman. Surely.
Yeah, and if Raptors white do win, he has said he'll give some out for free. So do be on the watch out for that after the game as well. But I think, they've got a lot too much potency up top.
They do.
Raptors white, they're scrappy as well, very physical team. And it's just going to be tough for Roosters.
I feel if the young ones at the Roosters do get their head up when they're playing and get a good run on, then it could be a completely different story, especially some of those young boys that are playing in there. But I feel Raptors probably just hold out. Raptors white, rather. I feel it's going to be a 3-6 result to Raptors white. That's where I think I'm going. But I'll tell you what, I won't be going for them, that's for sure. I'll be going for Roosters, nothing all the way.
I did see you were wearing a Raptors singlet actually underneath that shirt, hence why it's that dark green, so you can't see underneath it. But it was one of those old Bumblebee ones that I know you're very partial to.
Never had that. Never had it. But must be something in the tea that you're drinking.
No,
things.
No, it's a coffee actually.
Coffee. Okay.
Tea.
Okay.
Yes. So Raptors white to lift the title, Div 1 next season, and maybe they can go back to back in that regard as well.
Come up and play with the big boys in the Div 1, like yourself and me. But flashing forward, the second last game will be the men's 3 final, and that is again Roosters versus Pirates.
We were speculating. Believe it's a different Pirates team to the one that has been in for the last few years, because those games have been classic.
Yep.
They're very, very classic. They've been big hits. What was one last year? It was like a spear tackle in it.
Yeah.
And then the year before there was the slide tackle. So tomorrow maybe a clothesline.
Maybe it's just going to be a full grapple UFC takedown.
Yeah. Or I could see I don't know, maybe Jason like climbing up on top of one of the goals, doing like a WWE like an elbow
flying
drop.
Elbow
yeah,
off.
that's right. Yep. That's right.
Poor James in net.
Yes. Is Jimmy Hollingsworth in net? Of course.
The Bones in net.
Oh, that might have even changed my prediction.
You reckon? Yeah, he is on fire.
I wasn't thinking about that, to be honest. Yeah, he's brick wall.
Formidable.
Brick wall in the net. Yeah. Oh, but I think that maybe might be the game to watch for the day.
Yeah.
The Div 3 final.
Yeah.
I think it really might be. It'll be, if for nothing, you're guaranteed a huge hit. You're guaranteed a bit of drama. Maybe a lot of drama, actually. I'm going to say Pirates.
I
think Pirates again. We were looking at the team list before. I think it's just got a few
experienced heads.
a few more experience, but it's also got some of those young kids that I know are also playing in the JSL. And I don't know if you saw they won the JSL undefeated.
Yeah, they had a very good team in the JSL in the under-16s.
Yeah, so imagine that 2 trophies in one season. That'd be huge.
Almost too good to be true, and I doubt it will. So my pick is that Roosters will get it done this year. They are similar with Pirates, maybe not as many of the household names, but some of the fellas in that squad have played for the last 5 or 6 years in that squad. And every year we've got a new junior or someone coming in. We go, where are we going to get the goals from? And I think this year Caleb will pop off in Div 3. Caleb will pop off, and he'll be quite a few, I reckon, tomorrow. And I think they'll end up winning 6-1.
6-1. How many goals from this Caleb?
Caleb's probably going to get 4, I reckon.
And then from Caleb.
Yeah. And then
so what was Caleb's last name? Just so
Elkin.
Caleb Elkin.
Yes.
So you heard it here first.
Caleb will go bang tomorrow.
4 goals
I can assure you.
from Caleb Elkin, and they'll be snipes, won't they, Ben?
Yeah, they will be. There might even be a little wrap around or some sort of, that feint that all the kids are doing these days. I've seen you try and practice constantly. It's not hard. It hasn't come off
every
yet.
night. Any day now. It's going to be great.
Thank God it's the off season. You've got plenty more time to work on it.
That's right. That's all I'll be doing between here and October is just practicing a little feint, and then I can, be as good as Caleb Elkin.
0.25 speed, just in case. Yeah,
that's right. It looks like watching on YouTube, you think the video's slowed down.
No. It's going through the motions.
Speaking of, within that team, touching on the youth, who's the more experienced heads are we looking forward to from Roosters? They've got a few bald men. I know.
Yes.
I know. Which of them maybe stands out to you the most?
Oh, I think you can't go past Canadian Mike.
I knew you'd say Mike.
He's just the quintessential glue for that team. And whenever in doubt, he will just be composed on the ball. And you'll be able to tell he's got that quintessential tat, that maple leaf on the back of the calf, and he just reliable as ever. Sturdy captain of the ship. Not the captain of the team, but sturdy.
No, but he has the attributes of the captain. Captain Maple, as I know, he is known sort of in the streets of Roosters. And from the Pirates team, obviously, I think the standout one might be Melvin, to be honest.
You reckon he's going to be a bit more on top of than Pet?
He'll be zeroing past bloody everyone, I reckon.
Double sleeves as well?
He's got
double sleeves?
Maybe
or just
3. Who
knows?
3 sleeves. A neck warmer on,
or maybe a headband,
like
neck warmer, double sleeves.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Always brings a spare stick as well, because you never know when one might get broken or
hit over someone.
Frustration or otherwise. But I'm gonna go with Pirates, I reckon, and I'm gonna say golden goal.
Scored
by. I'm gonna go 2-2 in regular time. I don't think Caleb. I think Caleb Elkin's getting locked up by Jason Petty. I reckon.
I feel Jason Petty's the furthest man on the net, having a chinway with James Hollingsworth.
No, but that's why I also think golden goal. Jason Petty. Jason Petty to score the golden goal. And it's going to be
put that on Flopper WA Instagram, please. That's a big prediction.
I can see it being like a ridiculous volley or something like that. And he deserves it. He does. And I'll be the first one clapping when he lifts that title.
He'll be standing up before everyone else.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then you wake up.
Heard it here.
Got him.
He's good.
Yeah,
he's good.
That's the quintessential way to finish a scary movie, isn't it? And then they wake up.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
But that'll be a cracker. And it's all leading up to the main event of the day.
The creme de la creme.
The top
the Clash
game.
of the Titans. The
back to the promised place for Pirates. They missed out last year. They had a bit of a pause and a quick rebuild, if we might say. They definitely turned it around pretty quickly and enjoyed watching, as you would have noticed, that the Falcons' substantial premiership hangover, well, not even a premiership, just a grand final appearance hangover. And now, Pirates, Roosters, grand final, similar with the Sharks and Raptors rather in the women's twos. It's been really 4 out of the last 5 grand finals have been that matchup.
I was going to say, with this, so if Roosters win tomorrow, does that make it 5 in a
It
row?
will. It'll be a 5-peat for the Roosters
I don't think
boys.
that quite equals the Pirates'
No,
record.
they're on 6, I believe.
6.
Yeah.
But how good would it be, you got to say, for the feeling for Jason Petty and maybe John Overon, Luke Rahills, Arvid Johansson, some of those guys that have been around the block for Pirates, to put an end to this Roosters dominance.
I mean,
in the league.
I think it's the objective that they've definitely got, but I can confidently say that I don't think we'll let it happen. I won't put a score prediction in, but I
don't want to put a score prediction in?
The boys since the game that we had against them, I was sick as a dog. Not saying that was the major impact, not at all.
That is what you were saying
But
off camera,
off air I was.
Yeah.
But I think that game was a real wake-up call, and the boys been hard at training, multiple sessions a week, grinding with the full intention that tomorrow's another sort of foot on the gas and showcase that we are a quality squad to the haters out there. So it'll be a good one.
There are a lot of haters out there, Ben.
There are.
Right now. Some of you might not have seen the game before the semi-final was 6-5. 7-6.
Overtime, 6-7.
Overtime.
Win for a
7-6.
Yeah, the closest it's been in a long time.
Incredible game for anyone watching. It was so, very, very fast
Praise
paced.
the Dudfield ice in the game.
Yeah, I expect nothing less,
Exactly.
I reckon. But I think if that's anything to go by, the game tomorrow will be nothing short of excellent. Pirates also have Tom Meyer coming back
And
as well.
he has,
was looking
if
hot.
you could say a floorball glow up, he has done it because the time in Sweden has definitely improved his shooting ability. He's got a rocket now. Combined with the Ed, the Kents, Reeds, they've got so much depth in that squad. But wait and see, might be a different occasion for them pre-season and during the season. The chatter can be great, but on the big dance, it's a different story. So we'll see. Wishing them the best of luck. It's gonna be a good game, but I'm confident that we'll get it done and we'll get the 5-peat.
Well, I think for Pirates, I think that they're hitting form at a great part of the season as well. I think in their last game they were very, very good against you. I think Jono's been he's coming and turned to a different beast the last couple of weeks as well.
He's drunk the fountain of youth and gone back in time, and he's dipped into that. I think it's all stems from
you
previous comments.
You calling him overrated.
Yeah.
Not me.
No. You'd cower in his shadow.
That's, mate, a very small man can cast a very large shadow indeed.
Yeah.
It's from Game of Thrones, actually.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know if I'm bold enough to call a Pirates win, though. This is the thing.
Come on, place your convictions.
No, I'm going to say 6-6 draw, Roosters to win on penalties. And that's what makes it so cruel for Pirates. They're so
We haven't seen a penalty shootout grand final
close.
probably since.
There was one even in the women's.
I'm thinking in the men's.
Wasn't.
The men's, there probably hasn't been one in 7 years. It was back when, what was the Raptors 1's team now, really Raptors White in the Div 2, them in their prime versus Pirates. And there were some cracker overtime penalty shootout finishes back when it would be the Yao in net and the Yao on the field.
Yes. Jeez, those are simpler times, Ben. Seems like just yesterday. I think, I'm going to say,
Roosters. You're going to back us in? You're going to back us in?
Roosters to win on pens, Seb Moran to win man of the match, AJ to have a great highlight reel.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a great game. Tom Meyer's going to score a whip. Jono's going to do something crazy.
He's going to defend, he's going to goal keep, he's going to shoot, he's going to do everything.
I think Josh will get a 10+2. I think...
He has history.
What? Yeah.
Given his history.
Yeah. I was going to. Do you know what kit are you wearing tomorrow? Is it white for the big game, or you're not revealing that just yet?
Wait and see.
It'd probably have to be white.
It's
it?
Typically on the captains. They like to claim they have a lot of admin, so I'm sure they'll be deliberating tonight over what's going to be the appropriate attire.
Yeah. Well, I was going to, if you wanted to advise the fans on what colours to wear to the game tomorrow.
I'll just show their support. I'd still say you're wearing your blue and maroon to support the Roosters. I think nonetheless that's the colours we want to see. The first 2 games for the club will be in that. We'll see if the third game, the Div 1 men's, are in it. But I think wear your cards, support your club, no matter who you're going for. But if you're going for the Roosters squads, make sure you wear your maroon and blue.
And if you guys, presume they can all rush the field as well, and it'll be
we'd expect nothing less.
Huge Roosters party. So from your predictions, I think we've got
Raptors and women's twos.
Yes.
Roosters.
Double Raptors, double Roosters
yes.
day is what's on Ben Kosterich's mind.
That's on my agenda. That's what I think is going to happen. And yours is a little bit more.
Mine's more even, much more even spread. I think all 4 clubs that are participating in finals getting away with one trophy.
That is good for the league.
For the day. And that's just more the kind of guy I am. I just want everyone to sort of get their piece.
Yeah, you're a fence sitter.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
And the best people,
Humpty Dumpty, I've heard you been called before.
It has been said. But there's only really one way, I guess, to find out how tomorrow goes, which is either, come down yourselves, watch the live stream. It should be on YouTube, on Facebook, something like that. I'm sure you'll hear about it. And I think it's going to be another great final series. Then in a couple of weeks' time, before we know it, we'll have the awards night. Yes. Everything will be handed out, all the player of the season, yada, 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 yada. And
good way to everyone to kumbaya after some probably heated games tomorrow, I can imagine. But yeah, it's going to be great. Make sure you get down.
It's going to be beautiful.
Enjoy it. Get in early, get your seat. I think it's going to pack out as the day goes on. And let's conclude the 24-25 football season with a bang.
That's right. And just looking ahead to tomorrow, all we can say is the best is yet to come.